What's going on, everybody? Let me turn these speakers down. Welcome to Submission Fishing Live. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome another Thursday. Glad I can be with you guys. Hopefully you're all ready to fish, getting ready for the weekend. See who we got in the house today. We got a good show for you guys today. We got Kevin Nakada back in the house, in studio. He's around here somewhere. He's coming in, but glad you guys can join. Let's see who we got here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I know we got some Instagram questions and stuff like that, so should be good. Doug Rubin El Sueño, welcome to the show. What's going on, Doug? Spinning Rod Rebel, Marvin, glad you could join us. Yeah, man, Doug Rubin's ready to go. Michael Tran, welcome. Salty Dangler, you're in here early today, Salty. No more games. No Black Flag Fishing, welcome to the show. Danny Perez,
what's up?
Oos, welcome.
El Sueño,
welcome. Captain Dan, I'm home for a change. Yeah, man. If you guys,
happy birthday, Captain Dan.
Yeah, happy birthday. If you guys checked out the Fishy Hour show, they do a live show as well, and Captain Dan was on there, last night, telling us all about his plane crash stories and all that good stuff. The most interesting man in Carlsbad.
He is, man. Wow.
Crazy. So welcome, Captain Dan. Glad you're home. Iron Fish, welcome to the show. Jessica Muto, Oos, welcome to the show. Nick Jones, welcome. Dinks Fishing, what's going on, man? Andreas, welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. Glad you're all here. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Salty's going to be back in the game.
Oh, baseball's over now. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of time back. That's awesome, man. Is that what I have to look forward to? My daughter doing, like, extracurricular activities that I can't join. I know Brian was out, too.
You do have
It's like the baseball. Is it just me or is baseball season, like, abnormally long? I never played baseball, so I don't know.
You mean, like, for kids or for pro?
Like in kids.
Oh.
It seems like it goes a long time.
Yeah. Well, there's probably there's club, too, and, like, all these other tournaments that go on, so it's not just, like, your high schools.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's a year-round thing if you want it to be.
Into Sushi, welcome to the show. Thanks for having your lures at Island Tackle. Thank Island Tackle for carrying them, man.
Yeah, Sam, thank you.
Unfortunately, I don't choose who they go to. I asked them to carry them, but I hope they carry them, yeah. So, thank you, Island Tackle, for carrying them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I think the only thing news-wise I had, Captain Dan sent me a story, something about, did you hear about this? Like some waterways were open or something like that.
Really? Around here?
Yeah, for Chinook salmon, they were doing
NorCal? No, I haven't heard about this. Are they opening up the season? Because I thought the last thing I heard, they weren't allowed to catch salmon.
So here we go. It was from the CDWF. It said it was a joint news release agreeing to reopen the Yuba River to salmon and sturgeon, launching ambitious river restoration. So that's pretty good. A framework agreement between the states, federal and local agencies to reopen miles of habitat to multiple native fish species to promote the return of imperiled spring run Chinook salmon and their native habitat in the North Yuba River for the first time in over 100 years, and one of the most ambitious watershed recovery efforts in California. So that's actually really big.
But this is the part that's what they're going to do. So they're going to construction of a new fishway, so like a stairs.
Right.
A channel resembling a natural river that salmon, steelhead, sturgeon, and lamprey, gotta say those lampreys, can follow to get around the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Wow, you tried that one. Daguerre Point Dam to reach more than 10 miles of healthy spawning habitat. Huh. I mean, it doesn't sound like... I don't know fish up there, but it really doesn't sound like a huge deal. Does that sound like a huge deal to you?
Well, I mean, it's fishery that hasn't been
better than none.
Fishery that hasn't been opened in 100 years.
That's true.
I mean,
it must be really good.
I think California doing anything to help fishing, I think, is huge. You know what I'm saying? Because usually it's just take. So, I mean, anytime with it, like the fact that they're like building some sort of infrastructure, I think is pretty good. Construction of modernized water diversion.
They need to do that
dam.
For everywhere, though.
Right, supply irrigation water south of the lower Yuba River to protect fish passing the inlet. Initiation of a comprehensive reintroduction program to support recovery efforts of the spring run Chinook salmon with the goal of returning them to the original habitat in the North Yuba River. above the Bullards Bar Reservoir as soon as 2025. I think
that's
pretty cool.
This sounds like something that was probably brought attention to for years by the guys that wanted the dams to be like redone or torn down to help the fish get up the ladders.
Yeah, if you guys check that out, california.gov over the Department of Fish and Wildlife, the story's on there. Captain Dan, shout out to him. He sent that to our attention. So, I mean, that's good news.
Wait, what's this one about? What new lake record at San V? What?
What is that?
San Vicente?
I know, but what was the new lake record?
I'm going to look it up while you're...
See who else we got in the house. David Chrisman, welcome to the show. Oos, glad you joined us. Cave Dog, welcome to the show. Butter Knife, Benji Moreno. Let me know if you got a new knife. Jesse Brumet, Oos. I'm about to take off on a plane to the Toronto, Canada. Headed there for a dance competition. Good luck, man.
It's the lake. It's the red ear.
Oh no, that's like a bluegill.
Yeah, it's just a sunfish, but it's like a bigger, or well, they get pretty big. How many pounds was this? I didn't realize that. It was Larry. Oh my God, it was Larry Lauman that got it.
Who is Larry Lauman?
Larry Lauman goes back, man, to the Big Water's Edge days. Oh man, that's a throwback. Holy smokes.
That's cool, man.
He's always fishing the freshwater. He has been the last few years, so he got it on a night crawler on his kayak on Mother's Day.
Wow.
There you go.
That's
catching
cool,
big
man.
Mothers.
Heck yeah, that is cool. Carl Black, welcome to the show. Oos.
Black Cloud 9, by the way. That's his.
Colton C. Oos, welcome to the show. Yeah, those of you guys that are new to the show, if you're coming in, people typing Oos just means that they've liked the show. So it really helps us if you guys just hit the like button, that thumbs up. You guys, I'm sure you hear the same story. Helps the algorithm, all that good stuff. So I appreciate that. Cave Dog, California Stan, doing anything to benefit the fishing is huge. Oh, huge. Yeah. It's true. It is true. It's the little wins, right? But
huge.
I think it's a good thing. Gonna hit.
I'm gonna try
La Jolla, yaking twice in the next 7 days, rock fishing, yellowtail hunting. Any new insights from the usual stuff? I haven't been keeping my ear to the ground, to be honest with you, though. But I haven't heard any. I haven't seen it or heard any of the big yellowtail stuff. Like I said, a lot of those guys keep it close to the vest, anyways. Patty yellows have been popping off. I mean, yellowtail been crazy. I don't know if you've heard anything.
I would try that.
This is the guy to ask, not me.
I'll be honest with you. That 80 gram, the macaroni is pretty awesome. I would fish the macaroni in like 80 to 120 feet right now, and you can get all sorts of stuff on that jig. I had a guy we helped out from the Dana Landing event. We got him rigged up, and he started off his jet ski. He started dropping around in 60 to 100 feet, and he got some toads sheephead actually.
Really?
On the 80.
On the 80 gram?
Yeah.
Did you see pictures?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
I didn't see any pictures. That's crazy.
That's on the DL.
That's one of the. I hear sheephead eat jigs. I have not caught a sheephead on a jig yet, but I've seen pictures, and I'm like, that's legit. I always thought they were like the shrimp thing, but people do catch them.
They eat sardines and mackerel quite a lot.
The kelp was there. Like I went out a couple weeks ago. The kelp is there, so that's encouraging. So I went out earlier or later in the winter, and there was no kelp. And then I went out a couple weeks ago. The kelp was pretty thick, so the kelp forest is definitely grown in. So that has changed. So hopefully,
how thick was it when you?
It was thick, dude.
Really?
It was very thick, very very thick. It was laying down on top. It was pretty heavy for as early as it is. It was nuts. But it was red tide. So as long as the water's clear, I think you have a good day. The rockfish, man, rock fishing is... They're all over the place in La Jolla, man. But the weird thing about La Jolla rock fishing is that some spots really produce, and then I go back there, and then there's nothing there, and then I'll just find some other random spot. And it's hard to find consistency there, because spots that I know that have produced in the past don't produce the next time I go out there, which is kind of odd, I think, for rockfish.
Well, there's other people that fish it, by the way, so you have to worry about people pulling stuff off of the fish off the rock.
Yeah,
so there's a rotation.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's such a small area, everybody just...
That's why fishing deep rocks.
Yeah, I would fish deep, dude. I think you did last time, but go to that edge, man. I'm telling you, drop 600-700 feet, 800 feet. Just do it. Get a heavy jig, and
Look at
Pohukai.
that's on the. I think that's on the. It's either on the Assassin or the 80-gram macro. I think it's the Assassin live bait though. But there's that and there's some other stuff.
Damn, dude, you've been holding out.
Oh, you know.
Look at that.
Oh, it's all.
I can't even really see it. That was a good sheep head.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see the Assassin right in his mouth. Nice, dude. There you go. Sheep head added to the list. Pohukai, welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. Down to my last week and a half here in Cali. Dang, dude. We're going to miss you, but it's not like you'll be gone forever.
I'm going to go grab a macaroni and be back. I don't know if people know about that.
We'll have to get you on there. We got one more week. I'll be getting my boat worked on. Maybe even like next week or something if you're available during the week. Maybe we try something out. Usually when they try to bring salmon through the reservoirs, it messes up the fishing in the reservoir or the river below. Oh, interesting. They just destroy the ecosystem. I mean, that's some good insight. I never really thought about that.
That's the sauce right there, man. That is the deal right there.
That is. Anywhere between like 60 and 100 feet is, yeah, that thing. It's going to smash some yellowtail for sure. I caught a mac on the macaroni. Yeah, he's
Believe it.
Alex is real life. What's up, guys? How's it going? Good, man. I'm probably talking to the chat, but we'll chime in anyways. I usually troll a Nomad DTX out to the rockfish area. I normally go then troll by the kelp area, and the rest of the day maybe try and grab a halibut rig. Yeah.
That's all from the kayak? Andres is doing that?
Yeah. That's a good day.
If you can, I would definitely, if you're trying to get a yellow, I would be fly lining a live greenback mackerel right now. And I would do it about 100 feet to 150 feet behind you. And I would be in 80 feet to 120 feet. And with 30-pound test fluorocarbon with straight braid up to that. And I would be trolling at about 2.2, 2.7 miles an hour. And I would get bit. That was all I did like for years.
Nice.
Yeah,
and they were out there. I mean, mackerel pretty easy to catch. I mean,
sometimes it can get tough, man. Those things they can hide.
Whenever I troll jigs out there, I just calicos. I always get the calicos.
You're trolling a slow pitch jig?
No, like when I
like
any of like the
irons?
stick baits.
Oh, okay.
You know, anything like that.
Yeah, the diving
like
stuff.
the DTX or
Rapalas.
Rapala. I had another one, a Yozuri. Like I've tried them and. Just calicos, barracuda too. They love those things, but yeah, I never had any luck on the yellowtail.
A lot of people did it when we were first doing it out there. Like when I first started doing La Jolla fishing, a lot of people were doing the build baits, like all the not the DTXs wasn't around, but Rapalas like X Mags and.
Well, I remember the DTX. It was like,
but it wasn't
like
getting
2 or 3 years ago. It was like everybody was talking about it, and I think that's why they were doing it. But
I
never actually seen one.
On a kayak though, on a kayak, it's not the same speed. Like when we fish Cedros with like Rapalas, we're going 7 to 8 miles an hour. Like, and they're right up against the back of the boat.
You think it's just not fast enough?
It's not fast enough. You just can't. You're not doing what you need to do to get bit on that specific lure. So.
What about like a cast and retrieve?
That's fine. I mean, or slow pitch. Like I'm saying, like this. That is what you should be using in La Jolla for up until about June or July. I think you got a couple weeks here still of this, and all the way through like winter. After like September, this is gonna go off again. Yeah. But everything kind of transitions into surface stuff from like June, July, August, and according to Muto, this thing swims really good. I have not tried that yet, but I'm down to try that.
You cast it and crank this thing in. It swims and kick. That thing's badass. Even on the top, it was like it just had an erratic swim to it. It was legit.
It is a really good looking jig. I mean, when you first showed this to me, I didn't even get to see the prototype of this color.
Oh yeah, we just brought him in.
I mean, this is gonna slay for the whole season for tuna. When guys fish this on the slide,
so. When they're foaming, just cast it in there.
There's a lot of ways
because it's light enough. Because I was able to cast it on a surface iron rod. And just fish it like a surface iron almost. And yeah,
look at it right here. Stacked up on the macaronis. Someone was talking about slow pitch jigging for winter largemouth.
Have you ever used your smaller slow pitch jigs for deep water or winter largemouth? I haven't, but yeah, people have. I just got some pictures. Who sent those to me? I think it was Danny who was in here. Danny Perez sent me some green, big old largemouths that he caught on the slow pitch jigs. I don't do much freshwater fishing, but yeah, they work. Even Simon from Taipan Rods, he was catching largemouth bass in Arizona on them too. So, and he was saying it was like every cast, he was just flipping them into the bushes, and then he was getting bit. So,
and popping them out of grass too with the orange pumpkin color, making it look like a
little bit outside my wheelhouse, but it works for sure.
It'll be in your wheelhouse soon.
Yeah, it will.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take you do a video over there.
I just gotta get that freshwater game done.
It's no different than spotties. I mean, it really isn't.
No,
it's.
But you're from shore a lot, right? Like,
no, on the kayak. Like you're going into spots where there's like big grass beds, and you're throwing it out there and popping it and getting it to go up and then falling it back. Well, into the grass.
Most spotty stuff is like largemouth baits, anyways. Like if you, is that why? So they translate. That's good to know.
It's the same gear too. Like
so, isn't it harder? Like I hear because it's like pressured more, right? Is that like the?
But they've never seen a slow pitch jig.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
And in bass fishing, it's always about the quicker you can get into something that they have never seen, the more likely it is you're going to get bit.
Interesting.
So,
different.
Worth a thought.
Yeah. Should I drop the 80 gram in the bay? Yeah. If you're deep, dude, right in the middle of the bay. Even the bait barge, I'd throw it. Yeah.
How fast do you think? How? Yeah. What's the rate of fall do you think with this?
It's slow. Remember when I brought it out?
I know, but what do you think? Like 4
when
feet?
You pitch it, it's like it'll stay horizontal for. It's like 4 seconds. Like it'll come up and then.
You mean 4 foot a second?
Well, I count like 1,000, 2 1,000. It's usually 4 seconds before the line tensions again. So.
That's a long
when you
fall.
jerk it up like 3-4 feet, it stays. So it falls like a foot a second, which is pretty good. Most reservoirs dump water from the bottom of the lake into the river, which is cold water, but then they build a fish ladder when it comes to the top of the lake, so warm water, salmon like cold water. Interesting. So we can make less fish come up the river, and any resident fish can be messed up too. Oh, it's good to know. You think they eventually acclimate? Or they must?
Reservoirs dump water from the bottom of the lake. I've always seen dams have a spill at the top, though. I guess that would be warm water, right? So if they did it with cold water, it would make the fish come out.
Running the old paddle kayak, man. Hell yeah.
That's a pedal. That's the PDL.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are cool. Because don't those run off the old
They have
Hobie pedals?
No. They have their own, the rotary one where it goes like this.
Like Old Town?
Yeah, it is an Old Town.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same as like the big water.
Yeah.
Oh, he said Old Town. I'm sorry, dude. Don't mind me. I half-assed read your question, I guess. I'll actually try out a couple of the 15 10-gram submission stuff this weekend for Spotties.
You're gonna load up.
You're gonna crush it, dude.
You see how many people are posting about the 10 and 15s now in the bays?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's smacking.
Crazy. Yeah.
And it's kind of around that zone that Lee and I did the video. So I think some people think I'm burning it, but like how many?
Whatever. Not that many people go there to fish.
You can't say it's spot burn. Like it's a freaking bay.
It's not burn if you're the only one that knows about it and you bring people in. It's not. You're burning your own spot, but you're not burning anybody else's spot. You know what I mean?
It's the bay.
Yeah.
Like how can there be a spot for one person? Like it's everyone's thing.
I agree.
It's only up to the person if they can catch a bigger fish than the next person, the person next to them.
Yeah, that was kind of my logic too. It's like you still got to go out, you still got to fish it, you still got to use the jigs, you got to be the right time of day. It's not just like a guarantee if somebody's just going to go toss one and get one, you know.
I think Danny Perez,
he
caught the fish after the event, the day after the event. Yeah, it was like on Sunday.
10-gram orange pumpkin. Yeah, that's right. Foot Patrol. Hell yeah, dude.
That's dope.
Would either of you be interested in doing a slow pitch seminar for Fish Club in Torrance area? Yeah, I do. I do a couple a year. I've got 2 booked already, but yeah, I fish at the fishing clubs. Like I said, I do a couple a year. I do Matt Groff's.
Are you gonna do it this year?
Yeah, I'm doing his. What is he? The South Bay Anglers Club.
South Bay Anglers
Club. I've done the Dana Yacht Club. I've done
Dana Point Yacht Club. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Dana Point up north. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, let me know, dude. I'm down to come up and talk to your fishing club, or Kevin, or one of us.
Depends. You might not be, available. So I might have to do it. Yeah. I've actually done 2 seminars for you. Did you know that?
you have. I think you have.
And we did some tournaments.
That's true.
Did you talk about that tournament already?
No, we haven't. So we did. So I forgot about that. Yeah, we did a. And time flies. I don't remember which weekend. So
that was like this last weekend.
Yeah, it was this last weekend.
No.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Wait a minute. Oh,
it was this Saturday.
Was it?
Yeah. So this Saturday, me and Kevin and Simon, we did the.
This last Saturday.
Okay. It was the Southwest Yacht Club.
Southwestern Yacht Club. Yeah. Rock Cod tournament.
So we did Southwestern Rock Cod tournament. Southwestern Yacht Club Rock Cod tournament. But yeah, we did pretty good. So we had. It was 28 boats.
98
total.
People.
There was about 98 anglers, and we got second place.
It was like
the boat second place boat, right?
Boat was second place, and then I got second place fish, but it was really like probably fourth or fifth place fish.
Yeah,
because the winners had like an average of 7.4 pounders.
Yeah, and then they didn't want to let like the first place people, they killed everybody.
Dude, it was like nice 35.5 pounds or something.
For the boat division, it was each an individual thing. So everybody competed for just the one fish, top one fish. And you think you caught a 7-pounder, and
7.2,
then each boat had a 5 fish weight total. So we had second place in the 5 fish boat total. But number one was like, what did we have? 28 pounds.
We had 28.89,
and I think the winner had what
35.5 or something. Like
that. Yeah, nobody was even close to the first place people.
That's a huge bag.
Yeah, that was 7.5. That's almost 7.5 pounds. Per average fish, and they were all in the vermilions on the reds.
They were no. One fish was a vermilion. The rest were Mexicans.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought they were all vermilions. Oh, they were all Mexicans. So that's what we were catching too.
We were on Mexicans. So
and it was a shame because we went to our same spot. So we won a tournament. Or Kevin, we got one first, second, and fourth in tournament like 2 weeks before, and we've gone to our spot. We've gone there like 3 or 4 times, but this was definitely like the slowest.
Yeah,
it had been, which was a shame. It was just
off.
It was off. Like it was crazy. Was the marks? There was fish hundreds of feet up. Like when you guys, I know you've seen some of the pictures on social media. There was fish literally like 200 feet worth of fish, but they just like they acted different because when we would throw the jigs, they would sink to the bottom. They would disappear, and it was definitely different. We were still getting bit. We still got a lot of fish, but it was much more of a grind than it's been like the last 3 or 4 weeks we had been out there. So it was a shame. It was probably our smallest bag.
I think
all the 4 times we've been out there, this was like the one time we needed it to produce. It just it still produced big fish, but it wasn't like
it should have been. I mean, we really should have had an average of like 7.5, 7.4. We should have been up there, but it was a grind the whole day. I don't know if we could have done anything better.
I think it's, and this is my theory. So we've had this theory, and I know we talked about it to you guys. Whenever we're fishing the rockfish in these zones, whenever it gets slow, there's usually a big fish around, and there's usually big fish prowling. And this had happened to us. So whenever we fish, and usually we get bit instantly, like when we hit the bottom. But then we've been pitching, and we're having to work it. Now we're down there like 5 minutes, and then we get bit, and they're pretty big fish. And one thing I noticed on this time, whenever we put the jigs down, the fish would disappear off the scan. So something was spooking them, which hadn't been happening. And then what happened? What did we catch?
We caught giant cowcod.
Yes,
yes, giants.
So throughout the day, our logic has kind of been: it's whenever it's slow, we keep fishing, and that's when we get the big fish. The problem was, these are the biggest cowcod I've ever seen.
I've never seen cowcod this big.
How
long do you think the longest one was?
They were massive. They were 20 pounds apiece. It was 40. Yeah. These 2 fish were probably 40 pounds, 20 pounds apiece.
And we're not fishing anywhere near the cowcod conservation area.
I think that was the problem.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because whenever the fishing is tough, there's usually, because when we pull these cowcod up, there's rockfish in their mouths.
They're puking it up.
Yes, they're eating other rockfish. So I think they were spooked, and I think the big cowcods were out. And I know they were because we caught 2 of them. And we had to descend them with, 8 pounds of lead?
I don't know. It was a lot of lead.
We had to put 8 pounds on the descending device just to get them down. And they were like life jackets. Try to sink a life jacket. That's what it's like.
It is like that. Yeah. That's a good analogy.
But I do believe when the big fish are out. The problem is the big fish have been cow cod, and I think that's what kind of screwed up our mojo. Because the other times they disappear and we jig and they get big fish, but they've been big Mexican rockfish, and that's what we're looking for, or the bocaccio.
But we found some of them, and they just were isolated in different spots. Yeah. And I don't think
different.
It was different. But you're on spot on. When those cow cod are eating, they've got to be. Everything just got to disappear. Like it's just not happening. We do have to find new spots though. We got to go look.
I mean, we know the spot's good, but we got to see if there's just like a better spot.
And there's a lot of spots out there, guys. Like
we literally, the zone we found is like it's small. Like it's not that big.
I mean, but there's spots around that spot too. So it's not like it's the only place. Because remember we
haven't even ventured out that far though. Like we need to. Yeah, we need to for sure.
Yeah.
But the problem was it's like you guys know it's tournament time, and then it's like Kevin decides he's gonna like. So it's like Kevin got all this newfangled shit all over he's like got lights, he's got all this stuff, and it's like I'm like, dude, isn't it like tournament fishing 101 to not experiment? And we put the stuff down, he had all this like new stuff rigged on his jigs. We didn't get a bite, and it was dead, and we're just like, Kevin, we're like, take it off, dude.
Stops.
We're like, take that shit off. And then we got bit, but then I think he put it back on, and we ended up getting bit. I think it was just a weird. But that was pretty fun.
Gotta try something.
Yeah, not tournament day.
By the way,
we know when it's working.
On my fish, it was the two biggest ones were on the light. By the way,
oh, interesting.
Just saying, and the cow cod.
Yeah, I caught a couple. I think I was the only one catching at first. I caught like 3.
You were the only one on fish for a while.
On the big ogre, and you guys were fishing the samurai, and then it just. But still, I had the smallest fish again. I'm just.
Did you see Cal fishing the 600 gram samurai?
Oh yeah,
on the Great.
Cal got bit. That's
Cal
right,
was fishing
dude.
On the half day.
That's right. Hell yeah. Steven Mendoza, Oos, welcome to the show. Dink second. Yeah, man, we were the first loser, but
yeah,
there were some big names there, guys. There was 28 boats. I'm still pretty proud. I mean,
Ollie from BD Outdoors,
he was there.
And Local Knowledge was there.
Yeah.
The Codfather.
Yeah, so it was good.
And I mean, there's a lot of those guys that won though. They've been winning for like 4 years.
They knew where to go.
They do, yeah.
They probably got a spot.
Luke from Angler's Choice was there.
Yeah.
And Min, so.
Yeah, it's true. I'm proud of what we did. And I don't think very many people were fishing jigs. I think most people were cut bait and live bait.
Oh, no, we were the only ones fishing SPJ.
Yeah, because it was funny when we were there. People were like, they saw our bag and they were just like, they were usually pretty surprised, like they normally are. And then we tell them we've been slow pitch jigging, and they're just like,
"What is that?"
Really? Or they're like, or they know what it is, and they're like,
yeah.
They're surprised. They're like, "What? Like, are you serious?" That we show them the jigs, and they're like,
"Yeah," because they think it's like this.
Yeah.
They think it's like a flat fall like this, and we're
showing them like these 600 gram jigs, and it blows them away. And they're like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, dude. We just throw them down, we work them, and they get slammed." So, man, we're out there preaching the gospel, man. But we're showing it too. That's what I'm proud of, is we're going out there and winning tournaments and showing, like, not only is this just a way to catch fish, like it's a way to win tournaments and catch big fish. It's not just like you can catch fish on it. It's like, no, you're gonna catch. It's a great way of catching fish.
It's really changed how I would attack that, because it doesn't even make sense anymore to drop a bait down, because you just don't know when you're losing your bait.
I've talked about that before, yeah.
So, but hey, December 9th, Marlin Club's having a rockfish tournament, and we're going to be in it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So if you guys want to come and compete,
you guys should join, definitely. Like, do some of these rockfish tournaments, man. They're fun. They're a blast.
We had, like, tacos. You missed the tacos.
Yeah.
We got fed. There was, I would say, 250, 300 people there, and we all got fed two giant fish tacos, like, with a fillet like this, like an Xbox controller. Like, it was awesome.
So it was cool. So, like, all the fish that we caught, all the competitors, the fish that they caught, they filleted them, and then we went to the yacht club, and the restaurant actually then fish fried all the fish. So
yeah. So
it was cool. So all the fish that you caught was used to feed the people
fresh
at the event afterwards. So I mean, that was really cool. And that was a cool twist.
They filleted fish for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
There was a lot of rockfish.
Yeah. People were just bringing it in by like the bucket loads.
Kruger and Roger Sterner in the house.
Yo. Hey, Muto. Kevin, it was good to see you today. Oh, you saw Roger today?
I did.
Nice, man. Aaron Kruger, what's going on, man? Kevin, Muto, and the MMFC. Aaron Kruger, always glad to see you here. DFA gonna come in here and wreck shop on you guys.
Warbait's in the house too, and
Warbait's, what's going on, man? Todd Burton Art, welcome. Love rock fishing. Yeah.
What's up with the sheephead, Todd?
Yeah, dude. Tell us where to catch. Oh, he wasn't here. We were showing him how to catch sheephead.
We were all the secrets are out, man.
Yeah.
You got to rewatch now, Todd. Make sure we didn't reveal any too many spots of yours.
Rock fishing. Slow pitch jigging to me makes rock fishing fun.
It does.
As I think, like just throwing down a weight with some bait on it, like that's okay, but it's just weight and bait fishing. But
when you get
actively fishing, when you lift that thing, and there's a fish on it, and it like bends over, it's so awesome, dude. Like it makes it enjoyable. Where rock fishing, it was usually kind of like the bottom tier of fishing. A lot of people don't like it because it's not super sporty, but jigging for rock fishing, it's a blast.
It is a blast.
It is. Especially when you're working it for like a few minutes, and and then all of a sudden it just like you go to lift and the rod is bent. Yeah, it's fun, especially on the big ones. So I think when you guys if you're catching the dinks in like La Jolla, I think it's okay. But when you guys start hooking into some of these 7-pound rockfish, and you're getting the head shaked, and they're pulling drag, like it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
And we're fishing this manually, so it's not like you don't have to have an electric reel. Like we don't fish an electric reel. Yeah. We're fishing a Fathom, a 25, 15, a 10.
We've been fishing the 15, with like 30, 20 pound of braid.
Well, that X920.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the stuff.
It's legit.
I don't know about 10 yet. I don't know about 15 yet. I might do 15 on one of these reels, but that seems like really, I don't know.
Too light.
I just don't know. I don't know about it.
Yeah, but you can see the difference, like that thin PE makes. You get down a lot quicker. I think helps jigging the jig easier. You just don't have all that drag. It's cool.
A great article, and I might write this before you. By the way, a great article that
I don't wite anyway, so I'm sure you will write it before me.
A PE to pound braid graph, like what they equal. I'm sure there's got to be one out there, right?
They have them, but the thing is, it doesn't. The reason why the Japanese use the PE and they don't worry about the poundage a lot of times because the pound weight does not translate to a PE size.
The diameter,
if that makes sense. Yeah. So like,
right, the X9
if you're using 4X. That's 15 pound, and you're using X9. That's 15 pounds.
It's not the same.
The PE size is 3 sizes different,
right?
Even though they're 15.
So that you wouldn't even be able to make a graph because it's all the way across the board.
There are some, and they're rough graphs, like 0.6 is like 15 pound PE, but that's why they don't even. A lot of times the size is on the PE per brand, but there is no conversion to. That's why they don't use pound test, and they just use PE.
Just for diameter. Yes. That's all they're concerned about.
So you choose your diameter, and then you choose a good enough line that has a good pound strength, but it doesn't translate equally, if that makes sense.
It does. It makes it. It's like comparing Iser line to X9.
Yes.
There's just no comparison. One's way thicker than the other.
So that's one of the fallacies we have. That's a problem we have in America because people always go, what pound test are you using? When you're talking slow pitch jigging, you'd be like, 15 pound, but Samurai 15 pound compared to something that's X12 or X9, it's not even. It's gonna be completely different when that on the scope and the jig. So that's why the PE size is so important. Like if I can just tell you PE 0.6 or PE 1.
Okay, so if you had to choose a braid for what we're doing right now, what would you use?
The X9.
The Berkeley X9 braid.
X9, yeah, it's available. I get some stuff imported. I've got some X12, but Berkeley's available. You can get it on the shelves.
You can get it
filled on Amazon. You can get it filled at tackle shops. That's why I think that's the best readily available jigging line we have.
I would agree.
Yeah. I also like actually the Spider Wire Ultracast is actually smooth? Really good too. It's super smooth and it's very thin. That's another one that's really good.
You have some of that?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to check it out.
I've got some of my reels rigged up with it, but yeah, X9. I think the Berkeley X9 is like. That's what I would ask for if you guys are filling up reels. So that's why it's hard to explain that.
Look at that comment right now. Well, first of all, I should do the N2, but wait till Yokonig. he's gonna have a heart attack in a minute.
Yeah. That's right. Sheephead can be hard to catch, especially the big ones. Yeah, I've never really caught too many giants. like big ones that I've seen. I've seen them pulled up on boats, but I've never had the pleasure of catching one really.
Todd and I have some big ones.
What PE size rod are you using for the bigger 500 plus jigs? I think a 2 to 4 PE. It's not like we're not using really heavy rods. We're using 200 to 400 gram jigging rods, or even less, because we're not.
Yeah.
You're just rock fishing, and you don't. So we're not using very stiff rods.
Yeah, we're not throwing the jig very far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of going up in about a foot to 2 feet maybe a little more every time.
We've been using the Taipan low pitch rods of what we've been using. And I think those are rated 200 to 400 gram. I don't think he has PE rating on those, right? Not yet.
I don't think people are ready for PE stuff over here yet.
Phoenix has them on the rods. They've got the
I just
PE
don't
rating,
like how many people here know what a PE is.
I agree.
We don't even have PE ratings on the American
But the
line.
more we talk about it,
the more we'll
get there. Yeah. But you know what you can do with PE is most brands have the millimeter printed on the box, and you can translate the PE size to millimeter.
Or you could just look for the thinnest one.
There is a chart, Or just, when in doubt, compare them all and get the thinnest one you can find.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because we don't have very many PE options out there right now. Look,
how much line? 300 yards?
Nope.
More than that, man.
Way more, dude. We put 700 yards on ours.
we were spooling. I got a Fathom 25 with 30 pound. There's so much line on that thing. It's like...
I have 1,000 yards on the Penn Fathom 40 of 30 pound.
That's crazy.
Samurai. And then I got, which I didn't really like too much, by the way. I like the reel, I just don't like the line.
Which one, the Samurai?
Yeah, the Samurai. Or J-Braid. I don't like J-Braid. But
I have the J-Braid and it was okay.
It's alright.
The first time I used it because they didn't have the Berkeley.
The problem is it gets a lot of abrasion, so you see like the thing get fluffy after a while, and you're like, that's probably not good.
I agree.
But the X9 is really good. That's tough stuff. But the Fathom 15 got 750 yards
of 20 pound,
of 20 pound X9.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I mean, you're not breaking 20 pounds. Have you guys ever tried to break 20 pounds of braid? Like, it's so hard. It's so hard.
We have to tie off to a cleat on the boat when we get hooked to the bottom. We had to literally. You can't even break it with your arms.
Sometimes we get the jig stuck in the bottom. Like Kevin was saying, we have gloves, and a lot of times we can't even break the line, and we have to tie it to the cleat on the boat and then back the boat up just so it breaks. So it's not like, don't be scared of like the light line.
Yeah.
30 pound, you're not gonna break.
No.
20 maybe you can break the leader, but even then, like the mono, like it holds. It's hard to break, man. I wouldn't worry about it. Don't be shy of going light, guys. I know it's, especially for like rockfish. There's no pilings. You're not gonna break off. The line's not laying on the ground.
Use a big leader,
you don't have to worry about like. Yeah. You don't have to worry about breaking off on abrasion. I don't.
Well, only because if you have to have the leader. You gotta have a leader. You gotta have. I use 40-pound leader. We use 40. What do you use? 30?
I think I was using 30. Maybe 40. I don't think 40.
I was
using like 20 or 30. I think.
All I know is those rocks down there are huge and they're super sharp. Like, gosh dang, like it is. You come up and everything's just. You gotta retie real frequently if you're hitting bottom a lot.
Yeah.
But don't try to hit bottom a lot.
That's the key too. Like when you guys are fishing like deep, it's more important when you hit the bottom, get the jig off fast.
Right off. Yeah.
Don't, because the scope is so much and the current, like, and when you're that deep, it drags that jig so fast, like you're gonna get stuck. So don't. Just start jigging it, work it up 50 feet, drop it again, but yeah, don't lay that thing down.
And we get pretty far off the bottom too. Yeah. On some big ones, like we're pretty far up.
Sometimes 100 feet up. Like I've jigged way high and had them come up and get it. So you don't have to be like
right on it,
right in it. Yeah. Definitely hit it so you know you're on the bottom, but get that jig up fast. I got bit dead sticking. Remember that?
I know.
It
was their biggest one. It was the one you weighed.
That's right. Yeah. I was helping Kevin like get a fish. We were descending something, and I had just stuck mine in the rod. I cranked it up, maybe like 20 feet, and I stuck it in the rod holder. And we looked over, and the rod was just bent. Kevin was like, "You got a fish on." I was like, "Man, crazy." So just the current from the boat was doing enough to jig the action. That was crazy. Kevin, what rod and reel are you using on a trip for Long Beach breakwall?
Ooh, I would have two setups. The first one would be for war baits, neck breakers, and PK combos. So 1 ounce. I would go with 1 or a 3/4 ounce neck breaker with a PK9, or a PK7 or a 5. usually a 5. And I would fish the standard hook that comes with those war baits heads, the neck breaker. And I would fish a bait casting rod, like a war baits rod 80H with Tranks like 300 or like Alexa 300, and then power handle. And then I would have another rod, which would be a Baits 150, and I would fish, if I could get my hands on a 100 gram Taipan low pitch rod. Yeah, that rod has so much range, it's ridiculous. You fish a 60 gram Assassin to a 130 gram Javelin, and you're going to feel great about it. I would use that, and I would fish it right along the edge of the rocks. It actually has enough power to lift on a fish, like a big sand bass or a calico or a grouper.
Doc Stalker got that kayak now, man.
What's he fishing with?
Look at him now. He's going out to the wall. He was just the short pounder. Remember, he got the kayak.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's a whole new world, man. You're never going to go fish the docks again. You're never going to short pound the docks again once you get in a kayak. That's cool, dude. Poundage ratings are BS. PE ratings based on, 100%. Why does Taipan call them low pitch? Steven, hey, he's finally here because we answered this question every week for Steven, but he's never on the show. You want to tell him?
Is he here?
He is.
If he's here, then
he asked the question.
Okay.
Usually he asks it online.
So Taipan calls it a low pitch because Mary, the one of the ladies that wraps the rods, she was asking why we call it a low pitch rod, and instead of a slow pitch, right? She misnamed it, and so Simon liked the name and stuck with low pitch, but it actually kind of has a nice reason, I think. Aside from that, it's not exactly a slow pitch jigging rod. It is different. It has a backbone to it. It's like a 60-40, so 40% of the rod's bending and then 60% is like backbone.
It shuts off quicker.
Very quick. Yeah.
So the first half is like very slow pitchy and parabolic, but then as you pull on it, that back half tightens up so you can like fight big fish. It's pretty cool.
It is a really cool rod. I would say
I think it's a lot more familiar, like West Coast guys.
That's the word.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of people, they try the like traditional slow pitch rods and
they don't like them
because
I don't like it.
It's so new to them.
I like this one.
At first it's weird, but once I'm used to them now, so like I really do like them. But when you first like use it, you're like, what the hell is this thing?
Really?
Yeah. But then it's like anything. Once you use it, you like then you start to like you really love them.
Well, what was different about it is just it didn't throw the jig as far. You think?
What's that?
Like why the slow pitch jig over the low pitch rod? Like the slow pitch jigging rods versus a low pitch jigging rod. Like what's the main difference? Well, in your opinion,
the low pitch rods they're more familiar because they shut off sooner.
So it's like fishing a live bait stick.
They don't. Even though it has the parabolic tip, the whole thing isn't like. I have some rods that like bend all the way in the handle. Like,
I fished it.
When you lift a jig, that like it bends all the way through and then flicks it up. But I got kind of used to that, and then going to like the low pitch, you still get the action, but there's more backbone to it. But I'm just saying I don't dislike true parabolic. I like true parabolic slow pitch rods as well, but I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So they will like the low pitch rod a lot.
If they're fishing, I think if you're first coming into this, that full parabolic is really intimidating to fish with.
I agree.
Especially if you're not holding it right or fishing it or don't have the right reel, whatever. Like it gets really
It feels like it's not right.
It doesn't feel right.
You're like, this can't catch fish. This shouldn't feel this way. Yeah, it feels funky. But then once you figure it out, it's like, and I think you love it. You're like, once you start pulling on big fish and you kind of learn how to fight them.
I think I would like it more on shallower fish. I don't know if I would do that on deep stuff. Like I can't really stand fishing.
It's legit. I've caught yellowfin on it and stuff.
But like deep, like I'm talking like where we're fishing now. Would you fish a slow pitch jigging rod where we're fishing now? 750 feet down.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
You imagine reeling that up?
I think it's okay because it stays loaded. But yeah, the whole point of a traditional slow pitch rod is to work the jig and not necessarily fight the fish. The fighting the fish is actually secondary. The whole point of it is to get bit, work the jig, and then traditionally you rely on the reel. That's why a lot of people point the rod straight at the fish.
Well, we're not having a problem getting bit.
They don't even bend it. Yeah, but that's why there exists. Is like the fight is it's a secondary thing. But normally you just leave it loaded up, and you just reel. So you don't have to lift it. But I think that's why people like the low pitch rod, because you can still pull on it and wind down. Like, it's got that feel to it. Where traditional slow pitch, once it doubles over and it stays bent, you just leave it like that and you reel. Or you can point into the fish and reel and let the rod go straight.
I would love to see a guy.
It's okay. Like, it's cool. It works. It's fun.
I would love to see a guy pull on like 100-pound bluefin on one of those real noodles, like the real slow pitch jigging rods. I just have that feeling. I get it, but I just have that feeling, man, that they gonna get their ass kicked.
It's different. Where did I? Yeah, because I've caught tuna on it, and it's like on sport boats, and it's sketched like going around the anchor in the front. That's the hardest part. Like, you literally have to crawl over and like hold the rod out, because you can't lift it and go over like where the anchor is. You have to like lay on top of the bow and like reach the rod over so you can get around, and then it turns again and you got to go do it again, and it's like, oh, so it's a little harder on sport boats for sure. Salty says X9 is great. Yeah, 100%. When you fish 500 feet, how much line actually out? 500 feet? Oh, you're going shallow, Yoch. 500 feet, how much line is actually? Pretty close. So if you're using the thin line and a heavy jig, you can get down fast. We back up the boat and stuff a lot. So like when we're on my boat, we'll put the jig down, and Kevin usually we'll throw the throttle in reverse every 30 seconds just to stay on top. If you don't do any of that, it all depends on the current. I mean, you could be 700 feet out. You could add another 200 feet to your line for sure.
Unless you're fishing really heavy and really thin.
Yeah.
Like a 600-gram ogre.
Yes, with thin line gets
with
down
20
fast.
pound is the way to go in that situation. Especially if you're drifting like with a sport boat. If you don't want to drift too much and you want to get bit like almost immediately, you just get the ogre down right away and then start jigging it. It shouldn't take you more than a couple of minutes to get a bite, and then you just reel it up from there. But you're not scoped out. Shouldn't be.
Yeah. But if you, like you said, if you got 300 yards at 500 feet, you'd be fine. I think
300 yards of X9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even 20 or 30 pound, because I mean that'll give you. It should be like 900 feet. Of line. This should be plenty.
Should be. We'll find out.
The Penn Battalion slow pitch rod is a noodle rod, 100 gram. Had it for 2 years and got rid of it. Yeah. I hear that a lot, man. I hear that a lot. So I think that's where the low pitch rod kind of corrects that.
Joey wasn't
it's more familiar.
Joey wasn't at the Dana Landing event, but if you had a chance to look at that low pitch rod by Taipan, it really is. It's good. I mean, we've been fishing it.
Yeah.
More than a month now.
Yeah, they're legit. Yoshinator depends on how fast you're drifting, of course. Last week we were fishing 450 feet. Oh God, the electric reel
with the probably 600 gram or 500 gram samurai.
So he was measuring what 70 feet further.
Can you imagine Cal walking around the boat with his electric reel?
Yeah.
I can just see it right now.
Did you have a backpack with the battery, Cal, or was it on like a fanny pack?
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Take a picture of your setup and then tag. You'll see that on Instagram. Come on, let's see it.
What's the question, Jessica? Artemis. Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? Glad you could join us. Heavy swim bait rod, 4 to 8 ounce, or 4 to 10 ounce, etc. Make great long fall rods. Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing long fall, you got a lot more leeway on it. Let's see. Is acid wrap necessary for slow pitch rod? No. I like it. For me, it is. I think. Because I don't like how it kind of wants to turn over. But no, it's not necessary. A lot of manufacturers don't make them acid wrapped. Like, I don't think the Daiwas are. Yeah, it helps when the line's not wrapping the guides when pitching ground. Yeah. I lost my macaroni on my last trip. Yeah, but I gave you a new one. Right, Benji? I know you lost the one, and I think I gave you one. Mudo getting called out. Yeah, what did you do today, Kevin? I'll post it on Instagram. Jessica wants to know, why are you here? Why have you been here for months or weeks anyways?
I went on an adventure A date. I went on a date.
Kevin went on a date. That's
Kevin
crazy.
went on a date.
Who'd you go on a date with?
I went on a date with
Her name, Paige. Who's Paige?
That's Mike Muto's sister.
Oh, my little sister.
Yes.
This son of a bitch. This is a brave man right here. This is a brave man taking a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt's younger sister out on a date.
She's very awesome.
Did you take her fishing? She wants to go fishing.
I supposedly we're going fishing on Saturday. We'll bring you some Instagram video.
You guys are gonna get some Insta footage of my little sister trying to fish.
Yeah.
I was asking her what she's into though. Bait fishing, jig fishing. She wasn't sure. Right? You believe this shit?
Oh jeez. Look at Salty. That's
wow. Yeah, right. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? That's not true. I was like, I told my little sister's single, you're single. I'm like, hey, Kevin, Paige, you guys have my blessing. So,
yeah, it was awesome. I gotta say,
good.
I did not drop a line in the water today.
First date, right?
Yeah, first date.
So. Wow.
We helped out someone get off the rocks at America's Cup, and we saw Mike's favorite Karen over there.
You saw him?
No, I was telling Paige about. I was like, he's in that door over there.
Yeah. You should go meet him. I wonder what that guy's like. He's probably really friendly when you go in there.
No.
I said choke him out.
Unless he's like, where's the money? Oh yeah, me.
We should take a poll. All you guys do is just donate which choke.
Oh my god.
The guillotine, the bow and arrow.
You're gonna do
Darce choke, anaconda. We'll take a picture of Kevin's lifeless body just passed out on the floor.
Well, you know.
That's good stuff. So if you're wondering why Kevin's here,
yeah,
my sister's visiting. Oh, anaconda! I do like the anaconda choke, John. That's a good one. Kevin should start changing diapers. Yeah, that's funny.
Man, this is the busiest this chat's been this whole night.
Right? Now they're popping off.
Look at Salt. See, now this is a bit more appropriate right there. That's what I thought was.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
I might actually have to take you.
Leonard wants the Darce choke.
Man, is that offer still? Train with you still up there, or train in your?
Yeah, you should come train, dude.
All right. I'm gonna have to.
Buggy choke.
God, dude.
I'm not flexible enough for the buggy choke. Full disclosure, man. My back is too shot for that. Cross collar choke. Okay, going with the classic, the white belt. That's the best when you take the new guys out with just like the most basic stuff and they don't know how to defend it. The wrist.
Holy crap.
Dang. Jessica doesn't even want you to fish anymore.
No, yeah.
Artemis is awkward. That's funny. I do.
Oh, smooth.
I'm a bit of a wrist lock aficionado. That is true.
All right. Well, anyways, great knowing you guys.
On to other news in the fishing news. I was wondering why, like, I don't know. Have you guys like been colluding? My sister's always like, "Oh, I want to go fishing. I want to go fishing. I want to go fishing." I'm like, "Do you, Paige, want to go fishing?"
She wants to go fishing.
She wants to go fishing. So finally, we're going to take her out. We're going to see. We're going to put her to the test.
We want to take. Well, I want her to go out to the secret spot, but she can't go. She's not down for the 2
hours.
Yeah, the 2 hours, man. But shoot,
Paige, you don't want to fish 2 hours? She's like, no. Who do we have in here? 3-stripe white belt over here. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, that's almost blue belt. Like that's pretty good.
How many years?
Dude, these people, they don't even want you to walk again.
I guess, dude. This will be my last live stream with you. I'll be dead by the time that I go back.
Yeah, next time you'll be like, man, how come Kevin hasn't been on the show in a while, babe? I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
If jiu-jitsu was hard, they would call it sambo. Yeah, dude. Sambo's legit. Sambo is no joke. Go Plata.
Are these all ideas?
Again, man, this...
Jeez, man.
I don't know if I'm I'm not flexible for that one either. Anything like from your guard that requires like bring your legs up by your like shoulders, I can't really pull that off.
You still need a rep. That's
true. I still need somebody selling my jigs.
Yes.
There's
utility still here. There's reasons.
So if I got away like selling jigs, my younger sister, it's all a wash. Like who cares? Same. They both have their importance.
Damn. So
I take it went good. The first date was good, right? I mean, you're still here. She's still here.
I'm still alive.
That's right. I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Will there be a second date? That's the question.
There'll be a second date.
Yes, hit her here first. So this is... You guys thought this was a fishing show, but it's actually a dating show.
Could you imagine?
So next week... Was it like 90 Day Fiancé?
No, not that one. I can't stand that. Anything like that. No. Dude, I saw the guy, Big Ed or whatever his name is. Yeah. You guys don't realize how ugly this mofo is.
The man, dude.
No, dude. He walks. Do you know the movie Willow with what's his name? Warwick Davis, yeah. He walks like that, but worse. Yeah. Like, and he literally walks like an egg. You know? He's just
something's wrong with that guy for sure.
He's mentally unstable
He's got
too.
Some issues. Bulldog Nelson. Damn, they're still coming in,
dude. This is, yeah. Thanks, guys.
BJJ black belt, Second Amendment owner with a vote. You're not wrong, Salty.
That's the guy you need to know. You got to make sure to treat his family right. Just saying.
I'm a CCW carrier, so you never know when I got my piece. I've got a license to carry a fully loaded weapon. You're not wrong, Salty.
Dang.
That's funny.
Well,
Salty's loving this, dude.
I know he is.
He's loving the torture.
Like I said, it's the busiest I've ever seen this chat since I've been sitting in this chair.
Who knew? So. You didn't need to talk about fishing. You just need to talk about dating.
Hey, you know.
Wakes these guys up. They act like they're... You know, all these guys, when they get off, they're done watching the show, they go watch The Notebook. And
I don't need a CCW. Oh, my goodness.
They are easy to get now, though.
Man, if Muto really want to take me out, he just needs to drop me off in the middle of the ocean, choke me out, and just leave me out here. I'll
just be like, I was fishing by myself. I never went out with two people.
Be pretty, yeah. Just got to make sure jig sales go up. So you guys, you got to check out fishingreps.com, and you got to make sure you're buying jigs to keep me in the game.
Once the sale starts sagging, like, that's it. No reason to keep them around anymore. The Bachelor. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Black Fag Fishy wants to know, are you still guiding in Cedros for a large portion of the
I never got to actually guide in Cedros. I had planned to do it, but the person I was going to go and do that for, Jeff Mariani, decided that it was time to move on. So I never got to doing that. I was going to go do it for like 20 weeks a year. Seriously. 20 trips in Cedros a year.
That's crazy. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's
before... I can have to do on the island, or...
Oh, my... Are you kidding me? You could fish every day and be...
So it's all fishing, but there's not, like...
What else do you want to do?
I don't know. Can you fish, like, 20 days and not get tired of it?
No, 20 weeks.
20 weeks. That's a long time.
Yeah, I can fish 20 weeks and not get tired of it. Are you kidding me?
Every day for 20 weeks?
I could do it.
That's a lot of fishing.
I could do it. I'm dead serious. If I was there, I'd do it. So... And those guys do it, you know. They kind of...
Well, they do because it's like a job.
Yeah, they love it.
And they have to.
They love it. They love going out there every day. Yes, they do. They absolutely love going out there, getting after it.
But they don't even fish most of the time. They're just like...
They're fishing.
The guys on the Pongas, right?
Yeah, they're fishing. Yeah. Though they want to have fun, too. Like, it's...
Sure.
And then it helps them
for
fight
a job,
fish.
I mean, right, if you're going to have a job, obviously that was like... Beats...
Salt mine is the other option. You can salt mine there, right? That's the other option. Or you can own like a local business there that gets, you know, the same 200 people that come through there every single day. Because that's the size of the town. Well, not 200 people.
You just got to pay the cartel, right? I mean, that's really all it boils down to.
It's an awesome place, though.
Surf, fish, hike, explore, plus different islands, etc.
Yeah, Warbaits has been there.
Okay.
Definitely. Multiple times. Yeah. He caught some big broomtails, too.
That's awesome.
It's too bad that the operation wasn't... You would have gone by now.
I've never been to Cedros, but I was going to go.
Yes.
When you guys...
With the Romans,
Romans
group.
I was going to go.
It was booked.
And I was excited.
Yeah, you should have.
We were going to fly down.
Been excited.
But yeah, I've never fished it.
It's still open. There's people that do it. It's just the operation that I went with is not doing it.
Right.
And I really like the operation. I went for there with Jeff's operation for 9 years. Like I had a great time every single time, and it's just I don't really feel like going to do something else. Like I there's plenty of people that do it. Let's just put it that way.
That's cool. Todd, I got your number, so we'll keep
oh my god,
we'll keep in touch.
So
I heard SD is getting an MLS team. You guys soccer fans? What is that? Major League Soccer? No, I'm not a soccer fan. Are you?
No.
Sorry, man.
No. Soccer is just. I don't know, man. It's. Have you ever watched it? I mean, if you're in a stadium with people going crazy, I think the vibe's different. But watching it on TV just seems.
I don't want to like shit on soccer fans or anything, but it's just like the flop. I can't
kind of
like the flopping like those.
The drama.
They're too soft for me. Like every time they get bumped like this and they fall back and then they hold their knees, it's like I don't know. I can't get into that.
Rugby's tight though.
I like violence too much, like fighting, football. Fishing. Not enough violence in soccer.
There should be. I think I was watching some old soccer.
Well, it's like rugby.
New soccer.
Rugby's like violent soccer.
Yeah.
It's more similar to soccer, I think, than football. Rugby is.
Rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
It's more like fast paced. They don't run plays. It's like.
I want to ask you, would you ever entertain the idea of doing a submission at sea for a half day?
Yeah.
Because there's some sick spots that are reasonably close that you could get 30 people on with submission jigs and load the boat in half a day.
What we could do just like... What we could do is just say, hey, we're going to go on the Dolphin this day. Go buy your ticket. And I don't have to book it or anything.
We could all do that.
Kind of whoever gets on, gets on. Like we can pick one further enough out. So there would be other public with us, but then we could just...
The problem with that is that other people are doing other things. So if you're
just like a pure jigging trip.
It's just a jigging trip. I mean, people can do whatever they want, but like if you're limiting it to like 30 people, it would be very interesting to get slow pitch jigging
but and
going.
the good thing too is if you do charter a boat, that they'll usually do what you want. So then we can go out to like a deeper. Yeah. I should look into that. It just shouldn't be that. I don't think they're that expensive compared to like a day and a half or a full day.
I think you should do a poll on Instagram.
Would you guys be down for like a half day trip if I chartered a boat? You guys hop on it? I think we could fill it because it wouldn't be like that expensive. I don't think.
No,
I think it'd be affordable for enough people.
How much was the 3/4 when you did it?
That was a full day.
Or the full day.
$300, I think.
That's even pretty reasonable too, and that was limited load on the Malahini.
Yeah.
Oh look.
Cool.
Is that a yes from Warbaits? Would he be down?
You'd be down, Afrin? Carl Black? Yeah, we'll have to do it.
All right.
You know any good captains?
Yeah, the Dolphin is great. Yeah. That's a great.
I've been on the Dolphin. I think Cal likes
whether we get too. Captain Cody, or Captain Jason, either one is great, and they have really solid rocks. And if we do it, we can always tell them we're coming, and hopefully they say some good ones.
Yeah. Like, look,
we
don't want the general public rocks. We want the professional fisherman rocks.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We could do some serious
Kruger's down. A lot of people are in. I'll look into that. I think we could turn that. We could probably turn that around pretty quick.
Do this. Dang! Look, Afrin is down.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
All right.
Okay.
Marvin's in. Danny's in.
I want to see.
Cal's in. I feel like Andreas is saying yes. Artemis is saying it. Luke's saying it.
Yeah, there you go. Bring the kid. Yoch is in. And everybody's in. Okay.
Captain Dan's in too. We should do it.
Let's just do a half day then.
800 feet or deeper on the half day.
Hey,
all right,
Cal, I'm down for it, dude.
Yes.
Like, you don't need to convince me.
These
guys probably won't go.
Carl's in for 2.
He's in for 2. Yeah.
You should do. This.
We did the full day last year, and I've been dragging my feet on that, and I do apologize for you guys. I've just been so busy, but I feel like we can turn a half day around pretty quick. I'll make some calls. Yeah, I feel like we can do that probably in the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
because I don't think people book that shit out. Like,
well,
do they like the half day boats?
If we do it in a certain time, there's other things that might happen while we're in that zone. You see what I'm saying? Like July.
Yeah, but you can't go that like a half day.
Are you kidding me?
You can't go that far.
We're gonna go far
on a half day.
Yes, we're gonna go to that where Cal's talking. Maybe not 800, but they're probably gonna go deeper.
Maybe, but it doesn't take that long to get deep.
Well, they're coming out of Point Loma though.
Right.
So it is gonna take a little while, but we'll see.
Okay. I mean, as long as we got a lot of time to fish, I don't want to like go on a half day and then like 90% of the trip is driving. And you fish for like an hour.
That would suck.
But
it would take them less than an hour to get to the spot.
Well,
so you're getting like 3 hours of fishing.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'd be down for that. Yeah, dude.
Dude, Cal's gonna be in there with his lightsaber backpack with the freaking electric reel just winding up next to all of us.
That's pretty funny.
Right on.
What do you have, Cal?
He's got a Tanacom.
Tanacom?
He's got to have a Tanacom.
Cal knows. He's 800. Yeah, he's got an electric reel. He don't care how deep we go.
The
ride down with the jig, that's easy, man. That's ain't nothing to that. When you come to crank it up. That's not bad, dude. We fish that by hand all day.
He would be the guy that would look like the Ghostbusters, where they got the backpack.
Big old backpack. He like turned it on and makes the noise when it charges up. Then it comes up at like 5 times the speed. Throws the fish out of the water when it comes up.
I think you should do a limited load half day. Or
They're all kind of limited load. They're like 30 people.
I think 30 would be sick on a half day. That would be an empty boat pretty much.
My day off. Yeah, I mean, let's do it.
Only weekends? I think
weekends are good. Yeah, that's when most.
But they might be booked already. We'll see. Cool.
There it says new C4.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah, there's tons of options, but I think
there's
Dolphin. I've been on the Dolphin. It's
Daily Double, Point Loma. They all do we got the Dolphin and new C4. So all those guys are half day.
Let me ask this question, Captain Dan. I know you hate the pineapple on pizza. How about this? Have you ever had pineapple on a burger? It's legit.
You do it?
Yeah, have you ever had pineapple on a burger?
With the teriyaki sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Pineapple on burger is good.
Really?
Let me know what you guys think. You like pineapple on your hamburger? You don't like pineapple on the hamburger? I'm surprised. I thought you would have liked that.
No, Cal. Look at no.
Trick is to take your time with your green bean. It's the way the fish floats up.
No, you get that sucker up, dude.
Pineapple's good. Yeah, that's my man right here. Artemis knows what's up. Team Pineapple.
Really?
Oh, he says yes with teriyaki. Okay. Captain Dan's not anti-pineapple. He's just anti-pineapple on pizza.
Oh my God!
Benji Moreno with the super sticker. Benji, your wife is gonna hate you. Thank you though for the $50, dude. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. You're keeping the lights on here, dude. Thank you so much, Benji. #1 supporter right there. That's why you get a ride on my boat.
Yeah,
that's not true. Not just because you donate. Yeah, we definitely got to get you out there again, dude.
He's got a week. He said left.
Thank you. Yeah, he's got a week left. Lakers lose.
All right.
The Lakers still playing?
I think I gotta do this. Gotta wind down. 8:07.
I'm out on the pineapple burger.
8:12.
You gotta go. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna call it a show. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed everything. Kevin's got to go home. Got to go. You're fishing tomorrow, right?
I am fishing tomorrow.
Freshwater.
I'm gonna go. Lee and I are gonna go get some content on some freshwater fish. Swim bait fishing. We're gonna go see what we can do. I think we're gonna try doing 10-gram jigging in the middle of the lake and find out.
Nice. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun. And if you guys have any other questions, you can hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. Benji again. Bro, thank you for the $50. I really appreciate that, dude. It means a lot. For all the channel members, thank you guys for the support. And everybody that came in, liked the stream. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, we'll look into a half day for sure. And yeah, we'll get it going. Till next time, guys. Thanks for joining. See you
Oos.
next Thursday. Oos.